Like, where were you when the shooting happened? What did you hear?
Well, what I saw was, well, we heard a bam, 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 bam. And, I grew up I'm from San Bernardino, and I grew up in the neighborhoods like that. So I know gunshots from anything else. So I knew it was gunshots. But this is a good area of San Bernardino. I didn't think much of it. Continued. So, I came out to the street to look. And I looked down the street. You hear a little more. Like, little time go by. And then you hear them like, da-da-da. And it sounded like different levels, different size weapons. You can, I'm experienced enough from just being in the streets alone and growing up in bad neighborhoods in San Bernardino and LA and Las Vegas that I know gunshots. You know what I'm saying? So I looked down there and, I didn't really see any action because I'm way down here and it's down there. But what I did see is I went in and tell everybody, you know what I'm saying? My family, my homies that I'm staying with, like, this is going on. About time we get back out here, like, a swoop. So my guess is, first of all, common sense tells me these ain't no random things that people are emotional. Somebody planned this, whoever did it. Because when people get mad and just trip out and shoot, or stab or do something to someone, it's just random. But when you plan something, they did it so they're still free out there running. They're still a danger to the public. So what I'm thinking is they planned it, and this is officially not just domestic terrorism, but this is some form of terrorism on a higher level.
Did you see anybody being brought out in stretchers? Or
yeah, I seen all that happen once all the cars, the choppers, and the ghetto birds, all this different stuff started coming. I see it and I understand what's going on. I've been through. I seen people die. I seen murders. I seen at least over 10 ambulances come out of there, and then 5 to 10 more, and then other ambulances just drifting off since then. And the gun clapping was bad. In other words, the shooting was bad. It wasn't just ta like a usual shooter. It was like bam, 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 then stop, and then it'll be multiple guns going off at once, which are different caliber weapons. You know what I'm saying? So I'm way down the street, and I can tell you that because, like I said, I grew up seeing shootings, hearing shootings, and seeing shootouts.
Did you see any blood in the victims?
I didn't see nothing like that. Like I said, I was up this street right here. I didn't get to see the actual shootings themselves, but I was close enough where I could hear the gun clapping, the bam, 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 and then it would be silence for almost a full 30 minutes. I never heard anything like this because usually shootouts last seconds. They last like 30 seconds, 45 seconds. For those of y'all out there that seen shootouts, heard shootouts, even law enforcement, military, this was like how it sounded. It sounded like an actual shootout because it was multiple different caliber of weapons. You can hear the different loudness and the different pitch. And it was pretty bad. And then the cars start coming, and then the law enforcement start coming, and the helicopters. It was real.
How close were you to this?
I'm across the street over here, like even further, like right down by the sister when I started. And then I hear it and I get my homies like, this is going down. So then I come up this way, because I want to see what's going on. I'm the person of the crew that heard it. So I come down, I got my cell phone out, I want to see. I'm still hearing it. This shooting went on for a while. I personally, when I was in South Africa, it was in Port Elizabeth, they had robbed the casino. It was similar to that because the shooting didn't just last for 30 seconds, 45 seconds. This shooting wasn't just one caliber of weapon. It was silent for a while. Cars swooped off, and it was I didn't see a black vehicle, so I saw on the news that they're saying black vehicle and stuff. I didn't see that, but what I did is see, probably some people that were there patronizing probably wanted to get the heck out of there. So they boasted hard, and they broke out in their cars. Coming, then comes the law enforcement. Law enforcement's coming, da da da. You can hear it, and but like I said, the main thing that really was shocking and startling to me was how long the weapons were going off and how it was multiple different pitches and sounds of weapons. They were really going down.
How long would you say it was?
I would say that the shooting went down for like, man, that was going on like 5 minutes. That's a long time if you know anything about weapons. Like I said, I grew up in the ghettos. I grew up seeing shooting. I seen people shot and killed in San Bernardino. I seen in LA and Las Vegas, down south. I just moved here from back to America from South Africa, and there was a casino up the street from the house, and it was robbed. The shooting went on there for like 10 minutes, back and forth.
Were you scared at any moment when you were there?
Nah, because of who I am. I'm born and raised in this. Like, I got my own, social media broadcasts. I do SoulTiesComicRecall.com and on Soul Ties Comic Recall on YouTube. So, I talk about these type of things on my broadcast and the type of things that happen.
What's your take on another shooting in California?
Well, this is my take on this specific and other shootings. That this was not random. This was planned because of the simple fact that a random violent act is just acted out spontaneously. It's over, and most of the time it's spontaneous very fast. These people not only acted in a long period of time with different pitches of weapons, not only that, they escaped without being even identified. You mean that takes skills, that takes planning. That's actual terrorism. That's not a domestic terrorist act. That's not a domestic act out of anger. That's a terrorist act. So I personally am not trying to spread terrorism propaganda, but now I've even spoke against the corporate media saying that terrorism is a big myth and this and this. But right now I got to tell you like this: for this to happen and for them people to escape and to have implemented this how they did, terrorism is real.
What's your take that happened in the same place with this?
Oh man, this is awful. That innocent people like you, like this individual, like the gentleman here, like the lady with the camera, it's awful that innocent people that get up every day and live a simple, basic life, God-fearing people, taxpayers, that have nothing to do with government except paying taxes. They have nothing to do with military actions. It's terrible that we're the targets. I mean, in war, I studied in Switzerland at the International Humanitarian Law in Geneva. And what they teach you is, even in military war, they have to hit only military targets. These people are going after innocent people, everyday people. This could be me. This could be me. This could be you. And that's why I like to say, terrorism is real. I'm going to advocate at this point. I have spoke against terrorism, and I thought it was a big spook, like how they misused some people in the past misused communism to oppress and mistreat people, how people misuse terrorism to do it. Yes, it probably has happened, but I'm going to admit now that terrorism is real. There are people implementing terrorism.
Why do you call terrorism? Terrorism is to destroy
Yes.
to a religion.
Yes.
But you don't know the causes of this incident so far.
True.
Don't you think that's so fast to have conclusions?
Yes, it could be a conclusion. But as for me, I don't live by beliefs. I live by facts. And through my experiences, through life, I grew up in terrible situations. Like I said, I was not afraid. Right now, a shooting can happen right here. I would not be afraid. I don't deal with fear. But what I deal with is facts. And what I see here is not a random emotional, go out, act crazy, kill or hurt people. What I see here that happened today was some people that sat back and planned, employed, and they even escaped. So that let me know that people are acting out domestic and international terrorism. So that's why.
Tell me your name again.
My name's David Johnson. I can be reached at SoulTiesComicRecall.com, David Dimitri PUD on Facebook, and Soul Ties Comic Recall on YouTube.com.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
I got here pretty late, so were you there when it happened?
I heard the gun clapping. I was not there.
Okay.
I can run pretty fast. If I was there, as long as the bullet didn't hit me, I would have escaped. I'm going to just tell you like it is. It was some pretty tragic stuff that happened. It was multiple caliber guns by the pitches and the sound. They shot for a long time. They obviously shot 20 people. They murdered 12 people that I saw on the news. And it went on for a long time. Usually when the shootings that I know, the longest shooting that I had known from me being there was in South Africa. It was a big shootout at the casino. This one was like that. This was like that in Port Elizabeth. Like, yeah, I was there back then in 2009. And so this is this was longer than that, man. They was really putting in some really devastating brutality.
I heard you say like 5 minutes.
It's probably over. I mean, I walked from down there all the way up here, walked. I didn't run. And it was still gun clapping.
So were you at the gas station?
Nah, I was down here just hanging out with friends. We've been hanging out this morning. Like, I'm off, so we want to eat breakfast, hang out. I'm from San Bernardino. You know, I'm an alumni at Cal State, and so you know.
Thank you so much.
News No with David Dimitri, live from the San Bernardino terrorist attack site. SoulTiesComicRecall.com.